to make this video very brief. But I do think that if equality between people is maintained, then there should be no differentiation between the treatment of people as a whole. This includes the two major genders, male and female, and all the people who identify as everything else, including heat-seeking missile, which is weird, but there's probably at least one person out there who has that sort of identification about themselves, but this is the reason as to why I don't do any sort of violence towards anyone, because I can't defend myself in any sort of fighting situation. That's just how I am. So yeah. So if a man hits a woman, then that woman has every right to defend herself in said fight. But if a woman hits a man, the same rule is true. The man is allowed to defend themselves if they are hit by a woman, or anyone else for that matter. If feminists want equality, and I mean actual equality between everybody, that means they will have to deal with the positive aspects of being on equal terms with everyone else, as well as the negative. This means that if equality is actually put in place, that means women will be sent off to war just as much as the men, and they will be held to the exact same standards. I don't see any issues with that, but I do think that there are some types of people who genetically are not as durable as others. Therefore, yeah, they can join the military, but they're going to be a lot more prone to injuries. Women as a whole, in the realm of sports, they're actually more prone to injury due to the fact that there are a decent amount of women out there who aren't built to handle strenuous activities like high-impact sports or being in the military. They can do it. They just have to deal with the consequences of said actions. I think it has to do specifically just with the genetics. There are a lot of guys out there who just genetically are not designed for strenuous activities. I just think there are a lot of people out there who are not designed to have to go through strenuous activities like going to war or sports or marathons or anything of that particular variety of sort. Now, as for me, I am transgender. My genetics in of itself are more naturally feminine than anything else. And if my observations are right, I actually inherited it from my dad's side of the family. Because from what I was told years ago, my father actually wears women's underwear in the bedroom. He also has a testosterone deficiency, which means that thanks, Pops. You made me into what I am today. And you know what? Don't fight it. If you see this video, Mr. Matthew Charles Brunk, stop fighting whom you are. It's a different world than what you grew up in. A very different world. The culture has matured on the most part. But times are more tolerant now than they were in the past. Especially for transgender people. And it doesn't matter what your little book of mythology says. If you actually look outside the door to your little ramshackle trailer, and you actually give some thought to the situation as a whole, and then do some research. And when I say research, I mean the kind that's not religiously based. Maybe then you might be able to see just how fucked up your beliefs are, Mr. Brunk. Seriously. But nonetheless, the point is this. If those in the feminism community truly want equal rights, like other aspects of life itself, you have to take the good with the bad.